So you're saying that streak of hat-tricks of win for Australia are on the cards to be broken?
Yeah. So from the Group A, I will pick Australia and New Zealand. They will shock the other teams like Australia, India, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan. And before that, we also got the big news that this will be the Sophie Devine's last T20 World Cup as a captain.
As you said, it will be the final World Cup for Sophie Devine, a farewell time for her. Do you think New Zealand can deliver and give a wonderful farewell for somebody like a Sophie Devine? If you're given the captain's hat on, what would you do? Bat first and defend targets, or bowl first and chase targets?
So I think that
Moving on to yet another team when it comes to the ICC T20 World Cup 2024 for the women's. And I have Parag in the show for the first time. Parag, welcome to the show. Welcome to the path of the fifth umpire as well. But we're talking about one of the underdogs we already speak and always speak about when it comes to the men's side. But New Zealand, the Black Caps for the women's as well, are equally good when it comes to experience, youth of mixtures. How do you see this team forming up with the other big guns? Let's talk about Australia, India, South Africa, England. Do you think they still have the quality to match head to head with them?
yeah, I think that this team has the power and that courage who can lift the World Cup this year, T20 World Cup. Because recently they announced their 15-member squad for the upcoming T20 World Cup that will commence from 3rd October. And before that, we also got the big news that this will be the Sophie Devine's last T20 World Cup as a captain. It
Exactly,
means
yeah.
that this may be our last T20 World Cup as a player. So this is the best time for New Zealand team to bid farewell to New Zealand's one of the legendary women's cricketer, Sophie Devine, by winning the 2024 ICC Women's T20 World Cup. So this will be the great chance for the White Ferns.
Absolutely. And you said about one of the legends for New Zealand cricket. Along with her, if I have to add, Sophie Devine and the pair of Suzie Bates have played every single T20 World Cup for New Zealand so far. So talk us through what do they bring on the table as an experienced player at these conditions in UAE?
I think that the conditions in UAE are quite familiar to all the batters. They are like paradise to all the batters, and we know that the uh, courage and the quality that Susie Bates and Sophie Devine came with, like they have the power hitting. They can play in
Mhm.
the any
Yep.
conditions, like in the 20, or they are one of the beast batters. So I think that this will be the great problem for all the bowlers who can bowl against them. So yeah, this is the great chance to both of the batters to score big runs because they are coming from the quite not good season they are gone from. So I think that this will be the great chance to both of the batters to score big runs and show who they are. Yeah.
Absolutely, to be honest. And the recently ongoing T20 series was in Australia. They are also a little bit on the back foot, but there's no Sophie Devine, as you said, in that squad, but currently part of the T20 World Cup squad. Her experience, her skill sets as an all-rounder is quite renowned in the circuit, but she has played so much in the different leagues as well. Recently concluded one, she was part of the 100 as well in England as well. So, what do you look into when she's an attacking player at the top of the order? She will go all guns blazing. And in women's cricket, you need to exploit the power play at the top of the order. So, what do you reckon when it comes to Sophie Devine in conditions like Sharjah? I'll come to, especially where the ball keeps low, it's turning, rank turners. Will it suit her skill set? Will it suit her shot selection as well?
Yeah, we know that the conditions in Sharjah we favorable for the bowlers, favorable especially for the spinners.
Spinners,
And we also
absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, and we also know that the Sharjah is the ground where the boundaries are very short. And we know the Sophie Devine comes with the power, who can bat on the in the top order, where the spinner, like the power in the power play, there are only two fielders are on the outside. So there is a great chance for the Sophie Devine, who can play all around the ground, who can play over the top shots, who can play square along the square boundaries. So it will be the great opportunity for Sophie Devine because she is playing as a captain. This will be
Final.
her
Yep.
last final World Cup. So I think that this will become one of the memorable World Cup for her, and she will want to end this World Cup at the great stage, like at the top level.
Absolutely. So I just reflect back to one of the legends of the other country, Chamari Atapattu. fighting for her country so many times and recently won the Women's Asia Cup defeating India. Similarly, do you expect Sophie Devine to do the same as well, giving a farewell to her country? And that's where we come to the other players as well. You cannot always bank on two experienced guns, Emilia Kerr and Leigh Kasperek, two top class spinners when it comes to New Zealand women as well. What do they add on the table? We spoke about rank turners. We're expecting at Sharjah. Very different conditions at Abu Dhabi and Dubai. So you need to get used to those conditions in the three UAE stadiums. So what can these two frontline spinners add to the table for New Zealand?
So I think that Amelia Kerr is one of the prolific player for the White Ferns, who was delivering consistently with the bat, with the ball, or with the fielding. And Amelia Kerr is like a right hand batter and also use ball
The off spin.
right arm
Yep.
leg spin. Yeah, leg
Yep.
spin. So leg spin is like her leg spin is like rank turner. She used to turn a ball like in very long, very great. So it will become a problem for the batters who can bat in front of her, because
Mhm.
she is like very consistent bowler who used to
Mhm.
take wickets consistently in all the overs. So she can bowl in like in starting overs, in the middle overs, or in the later part of the inning. So she can, wherever you can give her ball, she can deliver whenever the team needs in
Absolutely.
the any conditions. She can deliver you the match winning performance. Yeah.
So she can deliver in the crunch moments is what you expect from Sophie Devine, and Sophie Devine giving her the ball. And after the power play is what I expect these kind of bowlers to exploit. Just like for the men's, we expect Adam Zampa, Adil Rashid to do the job. Similarly, I think Emilia Kerr, I think she's a little bit of replica of Alice Capsey from England as well. Pretty similar kind of players, excellent bat at the top of the order, equally good spinner as well as a good fielder as well. Fair enough. Moving on to some other players as well now. Brooke Holiday, I think she's another top class bowler in the middle order. Very promising New Zealand talent as well. But where should she bat is the question out here. Because we have seen her batting at number 4, number 5, number 6. At this format, what is the correct position for somebody like her?
So I think that Brooke Halliday is, if we look into the squad of the White Ferns, she is the only left hand batting on this squad, and who can put her experience in the for her team. So I think that she can bat on the fifth number in the middle order, because on fourth number, I think that Sophie Devine will come to bat. She will
Mhm.
manage in the middle overs, and if like unfortunately if White Ferns get early breakthroughs and their top order will not able if not able to score runs, then Brooke Halliday is the option on which New Zealand women's team can rely on. Like, she has the ability to score runs consistently, singles and doubles. In the gaps, she can place the ball, and also she has the ability to score the boundaries. Like, she can go for the maximums, and she can go for the boundaries and all. So she is the batter who can consistently continues the run flow for the team
So
and
you're
unable to.
expecting somebody like a Brooke Halliday to bat throughout the innings along with the others rotating around her?
Yeah. I think that if the White Ferns team get early breakthroughs, so she is the batter on which New Zealand women's team can rely on.
Okay, fair enough. But moving on to the others as well, we'll come to the experience and the youth mixtures later on. But after looking at the overall squad, Parag, what are your thoughts about New Zealand? Looking into the conditions, as we said in the three stadiums, if you're given the captain's hat on, what would you do? Bat first and defend targets, or bowl first and chase targets?
So I think that because if I will look into the squad, they have came up with the eight medium pacers and four spinners. So I think that their bowling department are quite very strong. So I think that if I'm the captain, then I will bat first and looking to defend the score.
Okay, so you're backing your bowlers to defend targets at the middle just because of the UAE conditions. You've gone with four spinners as well. Fair enough, but
Yeah.
do you think the experience of Suzie Bates, then you have Sophie Devine, along with the versatility, somebody like, as you said before, Emilia Kerr, to contribute to the team's success this time around for the final World Cup of Sophie Devine?
Yeah, I think that these three are the most experienced players in the New Zealand squad. They have all been playing for the White Ferns for almost a decade now. We know these
Yep.
players have the ability to finish matches single-handedly. They are all proper all-rounders, so they can deliver with the both bat and ball, whatever the team needs in tricky situations. And I think that these players will play the most important role in the New Zealand's T20 World Cup journey. If they want to lift the T20 World Cup trophy, then these players must contribute significantly throughout the tournament.
Okay. And they have to be consistent, is what you're talking about. Fair enough. But talking about New Zealand, just like the other seven teams in the groups as well, have not won the T20 World Cup any time before as well. Or it's had already been dominated by somebody like Australia, led by Elisa Healy. But do you think, as you said, it will be the final World Cup for Sophie Devine, a farewell time for her? Do you think New Zealand can deliver and give a wonderful farewell for somebody like a Sophie Devine?
Yes, absolutely. I think that New Zealand will conquer the this time's T20 World Cup, because we saw that in the earlier editions of the World Cup, they finished two times runner up
Yeah.
in finals. Unfortunately, they unable to win the World Cup, but this time I think that the the squad of the New Zealand women's are looking pretty good. So, I know some of the players are not in form, but they are the big match players. I know they will
Hmm.
play at the tricky situations, and they will deliver for the team for sure. And this will, I think that this will be the team, New Zealand White Ferns. They will
Hmm.
shock the other teams like Australia, India, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan. They
Yeah.
can easily turn the tables now.
I was about to come to there, to be honest, because Group A looks very, very difficult and very, very spicy compared to Group B, because you have so many competitors. Australia, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan will be the four opponents for New Zealand. Not a single game are easy, to be honest.
Yeah, like we all know, Australia have the potential. They already won five times T20 World Cup. India is great looking. Sri Lanka just coming. They just
From
won
our
the
Asia Cup
Women's
victory.
Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also know the Pakistan have the guts to turn the any match in their favor. So it's not an easy task for the New Zealand team, but I'm sure that they will deliver this performance in this World Cup, and they will go on through the knockout stage. And fortunately, if they have the luck, then they will lift the trophy.
Okay, so you're going with, if they have the luck, if they deliver consistently, then they can have the chance to win the trophy. And I think if they make it through this group stage and make it to the semi-finals, surpassing somebody like India, Australia, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, it's going to be huge for somebody like a New Zealand team. But players to
Yeah,
watch out for now, Parag, and I think the three players to watch out for, according to me, will be without a doubt the ones we have mentioned: Sophie Devine, Emilia Kerr, and Suzie Bates. Anybody else you're choosing from these three?
no, same from my side. Like I already said, these three are the most experienced players from the New Zealand squad, and also I will also go with the same. These three players are the like big gun players, uh, high match players. They can deliver anytime when the team needs them.
Absolutely. So I think that this should be a no-brainer when it comes to players to watch out for picking for this country. To be honest, New Zealand have to bank on these three players, have to perform every single game. As just like Parag mentioned, consistency will be the key for the Black Caps. Moving on to the predicted playing 11 when it comes to New Zealand, and here is mine: Sophie Devine and Suzie Bates, according to me, are the openers. Melody Green, Brooke Halliday, Emilia Kerr, Jess Kerr. Then you have Kasperek, Fran Jones, and then you have Mair, Rowe, and Tahuhu are the three bowlers for me. So playing 11 looks good, to be honest, on paper. What are your thoughts? Do you have any changes when it comes to New Zealand women and the playing 11?
Yeah. I have some different playing 11 for my side. Like
Okay.
I will choose Susie West and Georgia Plimmer in the opening, because Georgia Plimmer done the opening in the previous matches for the New Zealand's,
Hmm.
and after that I have Amelia Kerr one down. Then Sophie Devine in the
Okay.
middle order can play
Okay.
according to situation, like whenever the team needs, like if they want to play slowly or fastly as per the situations. After that, Brooke Halliday, then the Maddy Green, and then there are the five bowling all rounders options. Isabel, after that the wicketkeeper Isabel Gaze, and then there are four bowlers like Leigh, Kasperek, Jess, Kerr, Leigh, Tahuhu, and Eden Carson. So I will go with this team.
Okay, so you're going with yours. Absolutely fair enough. But once again, you went with Sophie Devine in the middle order just to bolster the middle overs after the power play to play spin better. She's a wonderful player of spin. But I must tell you, the bowling attack looks a little bit weak compared to the batting unit.
Yeah, but I think that there are like already a seven bowlers in this squad, like in this playing 11. there are three spinners and four right arm medium pacers. So I don't think that in the 20 overs you need more bowling options. You are okay with seven bowlers who can bowl in the 20 overs here and there. So you can manage and you can easily compatible with the seven bowlers. So I think that this is the best options from my sides in the playing 11s.
Fair enough. So you're going with your strong 11 for the New Zealand women's side. But if we had to compare both the groups, two teams from each group moves on to the semi-finals. Parag, you have to pick two from each team. Who would be?
So from the group A, I will pick Australia and New Zealand.
Did I hear it correctly? In removing
Yeah,
Team
yeah, yeah,
India.
yeah, yeah. You heard it correctly. Australia and New Zealand, these are my picks.
Okay. And from Group B,
Because
is it England, South Africa? No brainers.
so I will go with the West Indies and South Africa.
West Indies, South Africa. From there as well, you're going for a shock. You're not going with
Yeah,
England. So two shocks from two
yeah.
groups, Parag, I must tell you.
Because I'm thinking that in this 20 over format, West Indies is the team who has the better batting options like power hitters. So I think that this will be the great things to watch. Like how will they perform in the 20 overs? So that's why I think that West Indies over the England and then the South Africa in the other end.
Okay, so West Indies, South Africa from Group B, Australia and New Zealand from Group A. Ladies and gentlemen, no India for Parag. Being an Indian, he's knocking out his own country already from the group stages. Very, very bold predictions, to be honest. Thank you so much, Parag. Similarly, final question once again: can New Zealand, as you have already made them moving on to the semis, can they lift the trophy?
Yeah, if they make it from the group stage, they will for sure will lift the trophy.
So you're saying that streak of hat tricks of win for Australia are on the cards to be broken.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
that
fair
it will.
enough. Fair enough. Parag, you have given your bold predictions. I really liked it. Thank you so much, Parag. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this video. He's given his predictions when it comes to New Zealand women and the chances to make it to the finals and win the trophy, giving a farewell to Sophie Devine. Has a little bit of removed Team India, removed England as well, who are firm favourites, to be honest, for the others when it comes to lifting the T20 World Cup 2024. Thank you to all of you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much, and bye bye.
Yeah.